It's 6:31, time for us to get into what the headlines are saying this morning. Please note, these headlines are only read as published according to the editorial guidelines of these various media outlets and have got nothing to do with Nigeria Info. So ensure that you have the facts, the details, and every information that you need even while you react. We've got The Punch, The Guardian, Daily Trust, Vanguard, and The Nation this morning. Fuel crisis lingers as NNPC seeks fresh $2 billion crude-backed loan. That's what The Punch is starting off with today. Blackout. NEC rolls out tough sanctions for discos. NEF demands grazing reserves as Tinubu plans livestock ministry. How Emefiele awarded CBN contracts to own companies. Witness. El Rufai's aides fault alleged 423 billion naira fraud. Police Service Commission not reviewing 10,000 police constables recruitment. Spokesman. Food crisis. Federal government sends 2,700 fertilizer trucks to states. No going back on 250,000 naira minimum wage. TUC insists. Police arrest suspected kidnapper. Rescue 18-month-old victim. Suspect arrested for vandalizing Kanu transformer. Stolen items recovered. NSCDC officer bags live jail for raping minor in Ekiti. Cyclist, 2 others to die by hanging for killing co-member. Let's move on to what The Guardian is saying right now. Extortion costs vehicle importers others 25 million naira monthly at Lagos terminal. House queries delays at refinery. Sharp practices in oil sector. NBA allays concerns over Samoa agreement as reps other suspension. Street vendors take over Abuja, the value visual arts space. Man bags live jail for defiling 14-year-old. NDDC to borrow 1 trillion naira to fund 2024 budget. Senate raises alarm over empty food reserve, warns of imminent protest. Farmers decry sale of Ondo Forest Reserve to firm. Fresh concerns over resurgence of insecurity in the FCT. Amaiwole-led Assembly passes Rivers Education Law Amendment Bill. Presidency suspects banks huge profit despite hardship. Moving on to the Daily Trust. How Emefiele moved funds from CBN into wife's account is what a witness is sharing details on. Tinubu offers fresh appointment to Jega. Suspend Samoa's agreements implementation, reps tell federal government. Some of our staff are bandits, informants, Katsina VC. After Kenya uprising, Lawan warns federal government against hunger-induced protests. And that's it. Moving on to the Vanguard. 400 billion naira oil production shortfall threatens 2024 budget. Scarcity, fuel shortage queues worsening in Lagos, Abuja, others. APC insensitive to plight of Nigerians, telling lies to hoodwink Edo people. Government. 69 Boko Haram terrorists, families surrender to MNJTF in Cameroon, Niger. Court sentences 3 persons to death for armed robbery, murder in Ile-Ife. Kidnapped children of Kaduna judge regain freedom. Naira stable at 1,535 naira to the dollar in parallel market. You concocted figures to embarrass me, my government. El Rufai hits Governor Sani. A Maiwole-led faction lacks rights to serve Fubara impeachment notice, Ikwere Local Government Area Chair, Orji. Real price of petrol between 1,500 and 1,950 naira, but Nigerians can't afford it, retailers. And that's it. Let's move on to our final stop for today, which is The Nation. How Emefiele moved millions to wife by witness. Tinubu relieves fond memories of at play presentation. Wage, labor hopeful of the deal. Government pay for 6 months of municipal teachers. Killers of co-member in Oshun. PDPers members hold solidarity match for Itodo in Edo. And that's it on The Nation this morning. Time to get to your reactions right now. We are streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Once you get through on the phone lines, we've got limited time, so please go straight to your point. You would have 60 seconds. This will give room for more people to get the chance to call in and also react to the headlines. On YouTube and Facebook, it's at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can also drop your comments right there and be a part of the conversation. On WhatsApp, it's 08099930137. Don't forget to include your name and your location once you get through. Other numbers to call: 0700 951 0000 and 080 9597 4869. Let's get to you now. You have 60 seconds, so please go straight to your point. Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Yesterday I saw it on the news that appointed him to the new ministry that Tinubu has created about livestock to tackle.
Are you happening with your connection? Hello? Okay, we're going to move on to somebody else right now. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning once again, Mr. Itodo.
Welcome.
I remember myself, Abubakar Ali Ketinikukin, calling from PW Kubwa.
Please go ahead.
Oil marketers are saying to sell at 1.5 or to 1.9 at 40. But it's not financial. What will be left? And I think the Senate is beginning to be G3 now. They saw what happened in Kenya. You can see what former Senate President is telling them. Just yesterday, you read in one of the headlines, the generals are saying the government should be careful. Now, the former Senate President is saying they should be wary of good. It means something. So let's sustain tempo. Let's for the opportunity.
All right. Good morning.
Itodo.
Good morning.
Am I
Welcome.
correct?
Yes, you are. Welcome.
Yeah. Therefore, me calling you presently from Maitama.
Please go ahead.
I appreciate the fact of the man that raped the 14-year-old girl that is put to jail. I think this is a good welcoming, so as to put the hearts of all these perpetrators to action, that when you perpetrate evil, you can't go free, because this is really becoming so alarming. And I'm very happy to hear this news that now when men like this commit such sin, they won't go such. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts on that. Let's go onto the live feed right now and see some of your comments at this time. Good morning, Anthony Menogu, as well as Eljo Laminga. Thank you for the compliments and for watching on Facebook at this time. Dr. Mrs. Unma Libar says the Samoa Agreement is the worst gift given to this government, and we reject it in its entirety, is what she says. Yusuf Osman Richman says, welcome development for the reps to ask the federal government to suspend the Samoa Agreement. Nigeria doesn't need that money in the agreement too. We're only using trial and error method for governance, which is not good for the nation. May God bless Nigeria. Also, Francis Ndamani from Amangunze, the federal government should ensure the promulgation of anti-open grazing law to address the issue of farmers' headers clash, which has been crippling farming activities in the country. A stitching time saves 9. May God help us, is how he ends that message. And Noel Clems from our CBN governor put us where we are today. The judiciary should give Nigerian citizens justice. People are suffering in Nigeria. God bless Nigeria, is how he ends his thought. Let's get to you now. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Itodo.
Yes.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
Thank you, my dear brother. This is Ben on the line. Itodo, this morning, someone, foreign government of hunger, a protest strike or so. You see, to be frank, the warning is in order, though it's not a warning and it's a reality. Because, the worst thing is when you see a hungry man on the protest because you act like a white lion. Let me tell you, no one that is not hungry today except politicians. Yes, let me say it so. If Nigeria is hungry, how many people are employed today? Yes, how many people? If we are, let's say, 200 million, look, 180 are unemployed. When you're employed, is it when you're giving 30,000? Is it employment? Now, government should now know what to do.
All right.
The border should be open. Open the border. Let people still put that eat. There's hunger.
All right. Thank you for your thoughts, Zeben. Let's get to you now. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Deji from Dugbe.
Welcome, Deji. Go ahead.
Yeah, all I just want to say about this government is that the way people are suffering today, they are the main cause of this thing. Because I cannot imagine a president or a government, no proper consultation, no requirement that is working. You now declare that something removed, subsidy removed. So the government should buckle up to save the life of people. Don't focus on refinery. How many years they have promised to citizens now? Don't focus on refinery that is working. The liter of oil now is 1.5. So they should know what they are doing to the buckle because.
All right, Deji, sorry about that. Good morning.
Itodo.
Yes, welcome.
Professor Michael Chimosi calling back.
Please go ahead.
Tinubu gives fresh appointment to Jiga. Who floated APC to us? Let's remember what happened 2016. Who floated APC to us? Tinubu is the owner of APC. And we should, ask him questions of what is happening in Nigeria.
Well, the owner of APC cuts across just him.
Before coming on board, you should know what you will do to solve problems. As you are getting into that office, you kickstart your programs and to save people from problems. You are not doing it because your program is tied on a particular thing.
All right.
Suffering anti-people is not a good thing. Your policies is all on anti-people.
All right, Michael.
You cannot be doing this, Mr. President. You can't be doing it. Your work is work of discussion, for goodness sake.
Well, Michael, please be mindful of the words that you use, all right? Let's get to integrated tech. We keep talking of fuel scarcity. What is the state of our refineries, which the government promised to reactivate since the inception of this administration? Let the government just sell off these assets, is what he says. And good morning, Abdul Rashid in Zuba. May God guide our leaders to the right path, is what he says. Thanks to the compliment as well. Insecurity everywhere in Nigeria should be a thing of concern to the government, not only the FCT. The president and his team should do everything humanly possible to fix Nigeria. These oil marketers are enemies to the people of Nigeria, is what Oludade Abiodun says. And Lawal is warning against hunger protest. Isn't that funny coming from him? Well, OGB 1 is the one asking that question. Fuel crisis has come to increase the pump price of petrol. They cannot... I'm trying to understand this message. Can you kindly resend so we understand what exactly you are reacting to? Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome.
Okay. My name is Mrs. Someza. Quickly, congratulations to Mr. Jega. They say the reward for good work is more work. I think he deserves the appointment. But I have reservation about the Ministry of Livestock. You know why? Of recent, the government told us they are willing to implement the ROSA report, and they gave them some weeks. Until date, we are not hearing anything. The report talk about how you will collapse some ministry, how you are going to merge some, how you are going to do one or two things to reduce certain things. All of a sudden, we are creating another ministry. Then you employ another set of people when you have not even taken care of the ones that are working already. Why not create it as a department under a particular ministry that is performing very well? I don't understand. It could be a brilliant idea, but having it as a ministry, I have my reservation.
All right.
They know better than we do. But I think sometimes it's better you ask the people, what do you want, than just to decide for them.
All right.
We in Buhari, what we need is road. So if you say you want to build upstairs for us, you might not want it. Some people in Metama will prefer it. Thank you.
All right, Mrs. Ameza. Let's get to you now. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome. Please go ahead.
Congratulations to Mr. Jega. We'll conclude so that we know what to do in the next election. Like Minister of Livestock, he has experience so that next election will be prepared from now. I don't know we're going to say congratulations to ourselves in this country. Look at problems every day by day. No one is solved. No one. Filing for every day by day. No one is solved. A common open border. When they say before you say they are going to do 150 days. And then suddenly, no. I don't know. I don't like to listen to Nigeria. As politics of religion should go away from this country. If not, this will continue already. So let's Nigeria. Very much.
All right, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, taking to that one.
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
This will be the next president.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, I said that the president wants to create Minister of Livestock. I thought he want to implement a restaurant report, and we're even expecting it to take effect. I want to create Minister of Livestock Affairs. That is another overhead expenses. What is happening on the ground? That they say that they cannot even pay 62,000 naira. We want to create more expenditure, but only God will deliver also. If you are thinking one problem to solve it, another operation is ugly. Which one is more? Is it military that's more better or agency that is more better?
All right, Ojo.
Anyway, let's see what will happen. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
Thank you. This is Mary from Gwagwalada.
Go ahead, Mary.
President has created Ministry of Livestock. Labour is still talking. Labour is not doing anything. Time is going on. Labour is just saying there is no going back. with on 250,000 minimum wage, and they are not doing anything. 1 year plus has passed. They've not paid us 1 kobo increase, and they are still just waiting. They are just pushing and going, and time is going. Government has created another ministry. Where will they have money to pay? I told you people that Nigeria has money. They are just pretending that Nigeria does not have money. Nigeria has money. They should pay us minimum wage, and Labour should do something. Oh. No buses, no fuel, no minimum wage. You are creating more ministries, and you say Nigeria does not have money. You want to borrow money. Nigeria has money. They should pay us. Labour, you are postponing. You are extending this thing too much. Please do something. Do something. The hardship is becoming unbearable. Labour should do something. Nigeria has money. The Labour should do something. Oh. Don't just be backing and not biting. No going back, no going back, no action. Motion without movement. We are tired of waiting. Labour, do something, please.
All right, Mary.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
My name is Godfrey.
Welcome, Godfrey. You have 60 seconds. Please go ahead.
Ministry of Agriculture has Department of Livestock. So why are they creating another ministry? What is wrong with us? If there is Ministry of Department of Livestock, you can expand it. There are already staff there who are taking care of livestock. Reorganize it, and then if you want to add more staff, you add more staff, but not to create a new ministry. Bring in a minister and his aide. What is wrong with us? I don't understand.
All right, Godfrey.
Because Metiala is insisting on ministry. Thank you.
Thank you, Godfrey. It's 6:53 right here. We're going through the headlines this morning and getting your reactions as well. We're also streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. So in case you've missed the first few minutes, you can still go back there and be a part of the conversation. Let's run through some messages before we go on this break. Yes, I slept good. Thank you very much for asking. Tinubu and his cabinet should do better, is what Fitzgerald in Airport Road says. Madala, Jacob O'Day in Madala says, Emefiele really helped himself with this position. I don't blame him. I only blame his principal, who gave him the free hand to do what he wanted. In spite of all these revelations, those who are hungry today will have the guts to defend him, is how he ends that message. We'll go on the break. When we come back, after the news at 7 o'clock, we'll get more of your reactions before we talk coffee at 7:15. So do all to stay tuned to Nigeria Info 95.1.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.